You are procrastinating and you know that it's hurting you. Maybe you tell yourself, I will do it later, or you scroll through your phone or bring another episode. Hours turn into days, and that project, that goal, that dream, it's still sitting there waiting. Meanwhile, opportunities slip away and guilt sets in. Procrastination isn't just a minor habit, it's a dream killer. In fact, research shows the average person wastes about 218 minutes every single day procrastinating. That's roughly 55 days a year gone. Just like that. No wonder 94% of people say procrastination drags down their happiness. The stress, anxiety, and regret that follows make you feel worse and not better. Now, you might even start calling yourself lazy or unmotivated. But here is the truth: you are not a procrastinator. No, you're not. You just have a habit of procrastinating. And like any habit, you can break it. Have you ever considered what procrastination really is? It's not just poor time management or laziness. Far from it. It's a way of coping. Procrastination is a way of coping. Psychologists say that procrastination is an emotion management problem, not a time management problem. So when a task feels overwhelming, boring, or stressful, you delay to avoid negative emotions like fear of failure or anxiety. Putting it off gives temporary relief, but you have only traded one problem for another. As Dr. Tim will say, procrastination is an emotion regulation problem, not a time management problem. Realizing this is huge. It means there's nothing wrong with you as a person. It means you can learn to manage those emotions and break the cycle. Imagine if you could stop procrastinating forever. How will that change your life? No more last minute panics. No more beating yourself up. You will finally finish that course, start that business, get in shape, write that book. Whatever you have been putting off, it's possible. And today, I'm going to walk you through how. I'll walk you through how you're going to achieve this. We are going to hit this problem from every angle possible. From your mindset and habits to practical tools, time management techniques, and accountability. By the end of this video, you will have a complete toolkit to destroy procrastination before it destroys your dream, before it destroys your business, before it destroys who you want to be. I'm going to bring you proven strategies backed by science, backed by tech, used by experts and entrepreneurs who beat procrastination daily. You are going to hear insight from people like Mel Robbins, James Clear, and others who have mastered productivity. And I will change you with actionable steps at each stage. So I want you to stay with me till the end of this video. So if you are finally ready to take control of your time and your life, let's dive in. Remember, you are here because you refuse to let procrastination win. Don't forget that, my dear. And I'm here to help you push through that resistance. Let's break the chains. Step by step, we will do this. Stay with me, my dear. And if you make it to the end of this video, put a hashtag believe in the comments below and I'll get across to you. Definitely you will see me there. All right? So now let's get started. The first battle against procrastination is won in your mind. How you think about your tasks and yourself makes all the difference. The biggest mistake you might be making is labeling yourself. I'm such a procrastinator. No, stop it. As Mel Robbins says, you are not a procrastinator. You have a habit of procrastination. It's a crucial destination. It is distinct. Procrastination is a behavior you can change, not a permanent trait. When you pin it on your identity, you give away your power to change. Know this. It's just who I am. That's what some people say. It's just who I am. But when you see it as a habit, you realize habits can be broken. This should be your new mindset. Note this. This should be your new mindset. Procrastination is a behavior, not your identity. Just say procrastination is not my identity. Next, understand why you procrastinate. That is one thing I want you to take note of. Understand why you procrastinate and forgive yourself for it. We often procrastinate to avoid something uncomfortable. Maybe the task is hard. Maybe you are afraid of failing, or maybe you feel overwhelmed. It's important to show yourself some compassion here, okay? Beating yourself up just adds more negative emotion, which fuels more procrastination. Instead, acknowledge that know this, acknowledge that everyone procrastinates sometimes. Even famous productive people. Did you know that Leonardo da Vinci, I can't pronounce the name well, Leonardo struggled with procrastination? He started tons of projects and left many unfinished. One painting took him 25 years. The point is, you are not alone or broken, alright? Forgive yourself for past delays. In fact, research shows that forgiving yourself for procrastinating on a task can reduce the chance you will procrastinate on similar tasks in the future. Self-forgiveness helps you let go of guilt so you can move on without that emotional baggage dragging you down. Alright? Now let's talk about those negative emotions. We established that procrastination is often about avoiding a feeling. Okay? Maybe you are scared your work won't be perfect, so you avoid starting at all. Maybe the task is boring, so you seek fun elsewhere, okay? Recognize that procrastination is basically a way to delay stress, a short-term mood boost at a long-term cost. Okay? Once you see this, you can start tackling the real issue, the fear of discomfort itself. For example, if you are afraid of failing, remind yourself that failure is not final, but not trying guarantees failure, okay? As entrepreneur Tim Ferriss puts it, conditions are never perfect. Someday is a disease that will take your dreams to the grave. Instead of waiting to feel ready, adopt the mindset that action breeds motivation. Mel Robbins emphasizes this in her famous line, "In any area of your life that you want to change, there is one fact you need to know. You are never going to feel like it. You will not feel like it. You have to just keep pressing forward, keep making that step." Hear that again. You won't ever truly feel ready if you sit around waiting for a magical wave of motivation. You will be waiting forever. The antidote is to start before you feel ready. Motivation comes once you begin. Yes, motivation comes once you begin. One powerful mind shift, one powerful mindset shift is to focus on future gains, not present pain. Procrastination tempts you with immediate comfort. Let's watch some Netflix now at the expense of a long-term benefit like your career growth or personal pride. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, has a great quote. Procrastinating on something important is choosing to delay a better future. Every time you delay a meaningful task, you are basically robbing your future self. Think about that. Envision the future. You who has accomplished this thing, how do you feel when you accomplish something that you have been procrastinating about? You have been delaying. You feel proud, you feel relieved, and you feel successful. Now realize that today's action is what creates that future, okay? So, when you catch yourself thinking, I'll do it later, imagine your future self looking back, wishing you had waited. Turn procrastination into an enemy of your future success because it is. Alright? Also, shift your mindset from perfectionism to progress. A lot of procrastination is rooted in perfectionism. You want to be perfect. You are afraid to start or finish because it might not be perfect. I understand that, okay? But striving for perfection often hinders progress. Don't be, I want to do it or I want to be perfect, I must know this 100%. No, just start. The key is to give yourself permission to be human. Your work doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get done. Even imperfect work is better than no work at all. Successful entrepreneurs and creators thrive on iteration. They put out a version, learn, improve. They don't sit forever trying a craft, a flawless product in one go. No. So adopt the mantra progress, not perfection. Progress. Okay? Celebrate the fact that you made any progress. You wrote a page, brainstormed ideas, completed a small task. Each small win builds momentum. Remember this. Consistent small steps beat occasional grand gestures. Lastly, cultivate a growth mindset about your ability to change. Psychologist Carol research shows that believing your abilities can grow makes you more resilient and persistent. Okay? Apply that here. If you have been a procrastinator up till now, so what? So what if you have been a procrastinator? You can change. Tell yourself, I'm getting better at taking actions. Each day, I'm improving. All right? When you slip up, and it's going to happen, definitely. So, when you slip up, don't spiral into, see, I'll always procrastinate now. Instead, evaluate it. Like a scientist, what triggered me to procrastinate today? Ask yourself that. How can I handle that better next time? Alright? As you fall, you stand up and you make changes. Don't remain there. Learn and adjust. Growth mindset is all about viewing challenges and setbacks. As Mark Twain said long ago, if you have to eat a live frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. It sounds gross, right? But the idea is golden. Do your hardest tasks first. This habit alone can skyrocket your productivity. When you consistently front load your day with productive work, you train yourself that procrastination is not an option at the start of the day. And that momentum often carries through. Yes, it does. Another powerful habit is the 2 minute rule. This comes from productivity expert, notably David Allen and James Clear, and it's magic for procrastinators. The rule is if something will take less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Don't put it on a list. Don't mentally stash it for later. Just do it. Reply to that short email. Take out the trash. Open the document. You will be amazed how this clears the small stuff that clutters your mind. James Clear also suggests using 2 minute rule to start bigger habits. Make the first 2 minutes of any task ridiculously easy. So if you want to write an essay, your 2 minute action is write one sentence. If you need to clean, start by cleaning one countertop. The idea is to overcome the initial of starting. Anyone can do 2 minutes, and once you have started, you often keep going. That is just it. The habit of showing up is more important than the size of the effort at first. Alright? By committing to just a teeny action, you lower the psychological barrier. Try it. I'm telling you. You will often find that 2 minutes turns into 5, 10, or 30 once you are in the motion. Okay? So, now let's talk about environment as part of your habits. Your environment can either promote good habits or bad ones. If your phone distracts you every 2 minutes with notifications, or your workspace is totally mess, you are habitually causing yourself to procrastinate, honestly. Make it a habit to design your environment for focus. Note this. For example, when it's work time, put your phone on do not disturb and out of reach. Maybe use apps that block social media during certain hours. As the saying goes, make the cure for your bad habit invisible. Simultaneously, make it easier to start your work. Leave the tools you need out and ready. If each day you waste 10 minutes finding files or charger, that's a small obstacle that gives your brain a chance to wander off. Instead, set up a dedicated cluster-free work area. That is what I always tell people. Arrange yourself for productivity. Here is a habit hack I want to give you today. At the end of each work day, take 5 minutes to organize for tomorrow. Alright? Lay out the document or write the short to-do list for your next morning. This way, when you start your next season, you slide right in. Alright? Now, create habits that make work enjoyable, okay? Or at least bearable. One technique is called temptation bundling, a concept from behavioral science. This means pairing something you enjoy with something you tend to procrastinate on. Wow, this is very interesting. For example, only listening to your favorite podcast when you are doing house chores, or have a special coffee only when working your business plan. Okay? Research by Professor Katie found that building a want activity with a should activity increases your follow through. In practice, maybe you alone watch that Netflix show while you are on the treadmill, or you only go to your favorite cafe when you have a reading to do. By doing this, you create a routine where the fun part pulls you into the less fun tasks, and you don't feel as much urge to procrastinate because you are getting a reward simultaneously. I don't know if you understand me. Let's not forget the habit of daily planning. All right? Each day, either the night before or the morning of, write down 1 to 3 top priorities for that day. This is sometimes called setting MITs, your most important tasks, okay? The habit here is clarity. When you know exactly what you need to be done today, you are less likely to spin in indecision, which often leads to procrastination. So, for example, instead of a vacuum work on project, a MIT would be finish slides 1 to 3 of the presentation or draft the introduction paragraph. Clarity kills procrastination. And I want you to use this example I'm putting forward to relate to every area of your life that you have been procrastinating on: your business, your job, the project, the course you want to go into, that tech skill you want to learn. Just relate it to it, okay? Clarity kills procrastination. I want you to know that. And when you have checked off those 1 to 3 big things, you feel accomplished. That satisfying feeling reinforces the habit of focused work. Okay? Consider adopting I don't break the chain habit, popularized by comedian Jerry Seinfeld. Here is how it works. You get a calendar and mark an X on each day you make progress on your chosen task or habit. Do something every day, all right? Even if small, and keep that chain of X going. Soon you have a strike, and your only job is not to break the chain. It sounds simple, even silly, but it's incredibly motivating. Humans love seeing continuous progress, honestly. Whether it's writing 50 words a day or coding for 20 minutes or doing that tech career you want to start, commit to consistency. That is just what I'm trying to say here. Stephen's method was originally about writing jokes daily. Every day he wrote, he had marked a big red X. He said, "Don't break the chain." This visual habit tracker taps into our psychology. Once you have a strike, you won't want to break it. It builds discipline in a game like way, okay? So, to summarize our habit strategies to beat procrastination, one is morning frog. Tackle a top task first thing every day before anything else distracts you. Okay, that's number one. Take note of it. Hope you have a pen and a paper to write this down. Two is 2 minute rule. Always start tasks in a teeny way that takes less than 2 minutes. All right. The third one is environment design. Remove distractions, turn off notifications, and set up your work environment. Then the fourth one is temptation bundling. Pair tasks with something enjoyable. Example, good music only when you're working. Okay. Then the fifth one is daily MITs. Write 1 to 3 must do tasks every day and focus on them first. Finish those MITs first before you do any other thing. You will see the joy you feel inside, I tell you. And then come back to our comment section and let me know how it went. The last one is don't break the chain. This is my most favorite. Don't break the chain. Use a calendar or app to mark your daily progress and aim to keep the strike going. Okay? These habits, repeated consistently, will make procrastination a reality. Will clear up procrastination, sorry. You will find that taking actions becomes your new habit and delaying it feels weird, like, no. I shouldn't be doing this. It takes time though. Note this, it takes time. You are rewiring behaviors. But every day you practice this, you strengthen the take action muscle and weaken the put it off muscle. Okay? Here is a great quote from Stephen. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Okay? In practice, that means if your goal is to say write a book, then writing needs to be blocked out on your schedule like an appointment, not squeezed in randomly, which ties back to calendar blocking. Make sure that priority comes first. All right. Next, break a big project into smaller tasks. I want to talk about how you're going to be breaking big projects into smaller tasks. We touch on this, but it's worth repeating. From a time management perspective, one big reason we procrastinate is overwhelm. Oh man, this project will take 20 hours. I don't have 20 hours right now. That's what we tell ourselves most times. The trick is to chalk it down. Can you spend 1 hour on research today? Outline one section tomorrow. Every day, cut out a piece and do it. As a Word article advises, divide the project into smaller, feasible steps to reduce the perceived challenge. When you schedule these smaller steps across days or weeks, what seems impossible now seems doable. You won't sit and eat a whole pizza in one bite. You eat it slice by slice. Treat your projects the same. Slice them up. Write down those slices, your tasks, and you will feel much less urge to put it off. If you want to learn a tech course, don't say, okay, this week I want to finish up everything, because you have other activities, other jobs you're handling. Do it one step at a time, 1 hour every day. Just dedicate 1 hour every day to this YouTube channel to learn a skill. Wherever you stop, you continue from there the next day, okay? Next is leverage deadlines, even artificial ones. Leverage deadlines. There is a law called Pakistan law that states work expands to the time available for its completion. If you have a task with no clear deadline, set one. If you do have a deadline, consider setting an earlier personal deadline. Okay? For example, if something is due on Friday, tell yourself it's due on Wednesday and schedule accordingly. Shorter timelines can actually make you more efficient by forcing you to focus. Okay? Be careful. The goal is not to rush poorly, but to give yourself a sense of urgency. That is, many of us say, I work better under pressure. It's not that the work is truly better. It's that the pressure forces you to focus intensely because now it's urgent. So you have to give it your 100%. You understand what I'm saying? So for example, I'll finish drafting. I'll finish this draft by 10. Then maybe reward yourself. All right? Always do that. Okay, here is another time management tip I want to drop for us today. Another time management tip: schedule breaks and downtime. Okay? Schedule your breaks and downtime. It sounds counterintuitive, but if you don't deliberately schedule rest, you might procrastinate. Okay? We often procrastinate because we are mentally tired or drained. So we seek break on social media. Have you noticed that? You're tired, and before you know it, you're picking your phone, you are on Facebook, you are on TikTok, Instagram, and the whole time is gone. Plan your breaks. You ensure you get rest in a controlled way without derailing the day. For example, use the Pomodoro technique or schedule. All right? Try and schedule breaks. Rest. Don't rest by being active. Rest. Okay? Then the next one is eliminate time wasters. During your work blocks, this means when it's time to work, don't multitask personal stuff. Avoid reading non-urgent emails or checking the news in the middle of your focus time. Okay? Close unnecessary tabs. One thing that helps to clear your desktop or workspace of everything except the tasks at hand. If you're that is if you're writing a proposal, close everything except your proposal doc. Be focused, utilize time. All right. Then finally, practice saying no and reducing commitment where possible. Okay, I don't want to expatiate on that because my time is really going. Now, time management takeaway. I want to give you some tips. Prioritize important tasks. All right, prioritize important tasks. Okay, schedule important but not urgent tasks before they become urgent. Get your main goals on the calendar. Two is break tasks down. Small schedule steps beat giant undefined projects. All right, plan the slices over time. The third one is use self-imposed deadlines. Create urgency by setting deadlines and milestones. All right, time block your day. Assign tasks to time slots. Okay, then the fifth one is schedule breaks. Include short breaks to recharge yourself. It's not as if you want to do something, you want to read this tech course, or you want to start this business, you're into planning, or you are having your YouTube channel, you're building, you're creating videos. Take some time to rest. Take some time to rest. It gives you that energy to come back more focused. All right. That is just where we'll be rounding up. By managing your time and priorities effectively, you make it easier to take action and harder to procrastinate. Okay? You will start each day knowing exactly what to do and when to do it, which leaves less room for indecision. Okay? Now remember, a dream without a plan is just a wish. So plan your time and work that plan. Each hour is investment. Spend it intentionally.